doing down here, Amato? I didn't think you were down here.
Oh, I'm just, doing my own personal, well, I guess soul searching is an apt way of saying it.
Do you have a class down here?
No, not really, but I do like to spend my time down here. It's very, informative.
Alright. There's a whole lot loaded in that thing, and I'll ask you about that later. Sort of pat him on the shoulder.
You will? You really don't have to.
Actually, yeah, I sort of look to say, I wait for when he's eating, so I'm not being rude and not talking to him. But to Hamato, I go, I do need to talk to you at some point because I promised Gideon that I'd help out at the forge on Wednesdays, and I kind of need to talk to you about that. Since,
about that thing. Yeah, that's fine. Whew.
What else is there?
There's a lot of things in this world.
Sort of weave my hand on his shoulder, look him in the eyes. So what have you been doing recently that I need to know about?
You don't need to know about anything. You have nothing to do with you guys. Not anymore, anyway.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too later. So how you doing, Shin? So, you studying for the test there?
Oh, well, you know how I dropped every other course and I'm just going full magic class? I mean, We're going to go in a domain and fight shit and stuff. I don't need to train for that.
Shit. Do you know if I'm in that test or not?
I mean, if you fail, you die.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to the teacher.
He'll just kind of put he'll only be like, oh yeah, I gotta do the general class study test as well.
Yeah, because I gotta go find out whether or not I'm in that test. Something tells me I might need to change my study arrangements. I go find the teacher real quick.
The teacher, she'll just be wandering around. And give me a moment.
Okay.
All right. And she'll be like, I guess you'll ask the question, and she'll.
So it's I was like, so I just found out that your test is going into a domain. Am I a part of that test?
Oh, that's for the full enrolled students. Don't worry, there'll be a less time exhaustive one, and we'll simply use the facilities down here. You won't need to worry about it. It should be based off your intuition.
Oh, good. All right, I just heard about it. What kind of... Would I get any extra credit if I didn't volunteer for that test?
If you did volunteer for the test?
Well, I mean, because it does sound like a better application of learning magic than by just taking a written.
Or if you want to join us, I suppose I don't see the harm of it, but you might be quite exhaustive considering you have, I believe, according to schedule, you'll have a test straight after the next day, and if anything comes to harm on your person, well, they won't reassign the test for you.
All right, I'll consider that. Thank you, though.
Do you remember that there are plenty of other opportunities? You're always welcome down to find out more about the mythopoetic life. Don't feel like you're restricted by your class hours. Are you in any clubs yourself? If your schedule is quite light there, you can always come visit us after school hours.
Fortunately, I've made arrangements with various participants. I have 2 classes, and then I have 2 days where I volunteered to work with friends. So that just leaves Friday afternoons and Saturdays, and I guess Sunday mornings open. Are there any things going on Sunday mornings?
I'd have to check the schedule, but she'll let you know on your tablet.
All right. Thank you. I go back to hang out with the guys.
And the say will be like, oh.
Yeah. Looks like I got out of that test. They thought about it, but I would just basically break the curve for everybody else. So For you guys, I opted out of it.
I mean, I can understand you not wanting to be shown up by me. You know, ever since I unlocked my true potential. You didn't even. I wasn't even a shadow of a person when you knew me back then. Yeah. I still should have won that tournament.
Didn't Matoki like beat you in a second punch?
Hey man, me and Matoki go well back. You know, he just studied me.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, he doesn't mention me. Jeez. And I thought we were childhood friends, buddies, companions.
Wait, you actually know him?
Yeah, of course I know him. Did you not see me show up in the limo?
Nope.
You don't remember that, dude?
Remember, I actually came in 2 months late.
She'll be like, oh yeah, you weren't here. Shit. But nah, man, like we're in the same social circles, dude. Did you know I'm actually part of like some bigwig family? You know, like I'm like Spider-Man, but Japanese.
Wait, are you sure you translated that right? Spider-Man is notoriously not rich.
Yes.
Don't you mean Iron Man?
No. The fact that I have power, that my persona is like my family persona is Spider, dude. That's why I need Spider-Man.
Ah.
Yeah.
Got it. Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, like Hamato will just start like nervously tapping. He'll be like, "Yeah, dude. You know, like I used to have that. You know, what was that persona called? Grr. Yeah. I mean, that guy. I mean, I guess I kind of miss him, but you know, I was just kind of like a fake persona, dude.
You swapped out personas? When'd you do that?
When I threw away that stupid card.
Okay.
I don't even remember what it said on it.
Sort of look at Hamato. What was his reaction to that?
Hamato is just kind of sweating profusely.
Eat a lot of peppers in that?
It's just really hot down here. You know, like there's like a furnace inside of me. Ippon's working hard.
Oh, wow. Got it, guys.
Has the hard worker trait. And she'll be like, yeah, you know, I was part of your crew back then. You mean you all got cards and shit, right?
Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
I mean, he was a pretty cool guy.
He is. Dude, he was just kind of gave me some stupid card, and then, you know, he made me see some, like, he said I murdered my brother, but I really didn't.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, was that too blunt? Sorry. I mean, the amount of times I've had to talk about it, I mean, it just kind of becomes second nature to me.
Got it. You did... Sorry, hold on. You mean that time basically where he does that sort of like that weird, you know, LSD trip thing with us?
Yeah, that thing.
So wait, he said you... Damn, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
How many brothers do you have?
I only have one.
Was it one after
Have or had?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still alive. I mean, I'm totally. I mean, you know, there's plenty of money to go around and stuff, and I am technically the oldest. You know, I mean, I'll run back the wheel if I have to.
Hey, good to know where the food's coming from.
Hey, man. I mean, if it's there, why don't you use it? I mean, this is like my birthright, dude.
Yep. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, but aren't you interested in the fact that I'm actually from some super secret ancient family that's been doing this for generations?
Wait, you guys have had Persona interact with Personas for more than just recently?
Mm, I mean, back then I thought I didn't, but it turns out my family was just hiding it from me.
Damn.
I guess you know, you know, like my power's like super dark and stuff, and he'll just kind of hold his hand dramatically, and he'll be like, like sometimes it can take you over, and that's why I'm bound by a special code, and he'll just kind of point to his neck. You know, this thing makes it sure that it'll just choke the life out of me if I spill all the secrets, dude.
Does he have something on his neck out of curiosity?
Yeah, I mean, he has dark stringy like choker around his neck.
Ah, got it. Damn, didn't know. So basically, we just basically slipped some some truth serum into you if we ever want to kill you, right? Wouldn't be detected.
Oh shit. Well, you see me and your buddy, so I can trust you with my life.
All right.
But since you never come around that much, there's not much life holding to be had.
Yeah, yeah, but it's got atmosphere down here, right?
I mean, I kind of like the old musky style, like things are too clean up there.
Eh, it has its moments, I'll agree. But remember, they got to put on that fake face of being the best school around.
I mean, it's only you and the hamster that really talked to me back from when we were the 1A kids.
Oh, get it, Armando. You ain't saying much.
Well, Saya has a lot to say. He doesn't really get to see you.
Well, hey, I saw him yesterday, man. Haven't talked to you in a while.
Oh, I'm just, around doing school stuff and then work and doing my stuff with Frimo and stuff, just being normal, relatively.
You gotta stop with the qualifiers, man.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, give me a second.
One.
Ha ha. Sorry. So. Yep. So yeah, So sorry.
Hey, take your time, bud.
Yep. I guess so. I tried to sort about them. You guys got any big plans for the weekend?
I was gonna go kick it back, I said I was gonna go around the city, spend some time, establishing, my face, you know.
How exactly do you mean that?
Hang out, let people know that Seiru Sayer's in the town. Networking. You probably haven't really heard of that kind of thing before.
No, not really. We're not around here. You don't go into the. Do you go into the industrial or not?
Well, there's a couple times, yeah, but that place, well, Juro seems to like it, but well,
Yeah.
I go in every now and again.
There's some dark stuff going on down there. It's kind of smart to go in with a buddy at least.
Well, Yeah, yeah. I have friends I could totally do that with. Huh?
Right.
He'll just kind of cross his arms with that. Yep, totally.
Crap. Um, yeah, I guess give me a call if you ever catch yourself around there and your friends ditch out on you.
Right. I need to show you my skills, right? I mean, we've only been doing it in test environments, you know. I can't exactly swing my scythe around here. It's too small.
Why did you pick that weapon?
Looks cool, dude. I mean, why would you pick something stupid like, oh no, like a gun? That shit's so boring. Anybody could wield a gun. You just need to, like, press the trigger and stuff.
Not around here, you can't.
I mean, to them, I'm just like the embodiment of death. Here. Maybe I have to get one of those costumes.
I'm sorry. Rap's gotta do it. You mean like this? Sort of snaps his fingers, calls his costume, snaps his fingers, sends it back.
Oh, yeah, like that, dude. Shit. I mean, like, you wouldn't go to work wearing, like, jeans and a t-shirt.
Well, if it's like a rodeo, you probably would. I mean, a business suit would probably get all ripped up.
You gotta be suited and booted, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
Sorry.
So, let's finish this up. I'm hungry.
Yep. Alright. So we just chat for a while, and I do register those important facts that he goes into the industrial loan, and he's got threw away his card. Yes.
Alright. Amato is very quiet during the whole thing.
Yep.
Alright, so I guess that will leave Kaharu and Giddy up.
Alright. Well, since Gideon was the one who asked, Carl will allow him to choose where they want to talk.
You can go into one of the small rooms in the school. I'm hungry.
Right.
Give me a moment. I'm going to eat a cracker. The food
Is it a cracker or is it a crisp? Or a crisp? Or
it's a cracker. It's the rich crackers. It says crackers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
Yeah. Remember, I'm forever alone. So.
Yeah.
So, crackers are dry. Shit. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Giddy is waiting in the room.
Right. Well, after accepting Gideon's invitation, Carl will meet him in one of the smaller common rooms.
Alright, so Giddy will say, he'll greet you good day, and he'll ask if you have the time to talk about the personal circumstances you told him a week ago.
Kara nods as she says, "Yes, I have some time, and honestly, I've been doing a lot of thinking. In between studying, though, the others, she laughs a little as she comments. The others seem to think I'm intent on keeping my ranking in the class."
Right, I can understand. I can understand your studies getting intense. So, I suppose you haven't found anything else about your family history, then. you've been preoccupied?
She shakes her head, but says, though that though I have learned a few avenues, as she repeats what she heard in breakfast about about two possibilities.
Ah, you mean the rituals of Tenjin.
Yes.
Well, that is certainly the most direct route you can take. I would personally recommend it as you do it as soon as possible. It's if you may not get that much information, at least you'll have something to start off of. Knowing what's inside of you you'll be able to manipulate it better than not knowing what materials you're working with.
And out of character, Kitty is referring to the version that Riku mentioned.
He's referring to both.
Oh.
I'm in Kingdom Hearts now. Me and Raiko are fused.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say. He's referring to both versions,
All right.
like just from his general tone.
And also, as things have gotten more serious, even I have been thinking of I have been just thinking about how neither the light deal or the dark deal really appeals to me.
I see. Well, they are quite focused paths. In terms of advancement, you be able to develop much quickly, but there is a price for everything after all.
Kaharu just shakes her head. With what I heard of the dark deal, I'm definitely not interested in that. And as for the light deal,
Well,
she cons the tower. The tower's been a good influence on the city thus far, at least from what I've seen, but it still doesn't strike me as completely benign.
well, there are more ways than of realizing the pledge, rather than through the Abrahamic way. In fact, one person who would particularly know about this is Miss Nakatomi. Though you have made your acquaintance with Miss Fujiwara as well. Their family is quite particularly known for guiding people through both the dark and light paths. There's no if you're making your judgments based on those who have taken the deal spontaneously, then if you wish to learn about the more controlled and less volatile ways of being connected to those two sides, the Nakatomis and by extension the Fujiwaras are the moral gatekeepers, as they say.
Kaharu nods actually, since she says that does make sense.
Yes, the original intent was for both Mudo and Hama to encircle each other, implying an equilibrium that never ends. But But if you enter things without being prepared, of course you'll be chucked within within the vortex of the storm rather than within the eye of the storm. The eye of the storm is where it's calm, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that one.
And she nods says, and truthfully, once again, uh, my as for the other path, Yamato Damashi, that one. Well, we talked about that in length before, and Karo just Giddy already knows Karo's opinion. If she does believe that Japanese traditions should be preserved, but she's definitely not going to be all the world must be under Japanese rule.
If you mention that last bit, Gid, you'll just kind of chuckle and you'll be like, it's quite the opposite, really. No, you don't need to worry about some deep and sinister plot for world domination. Minamoto no Torajiro is not that kind of person.
True, but there are some demons who definitely take it too far.
Right. But if you think about it, if you stick to one particular brand of mysticism, it's quite insular in its nature, considering that the only other interactions we've had is through Buddhism and through Chinese mythology. That tends to be a bit murky, but with the strength of the mythopoetics in this time, they've done quite a job in making it truly Japanese in its origin rather than borrowed influences. At least from what I've seen from the work so far.
Yeah. Kind of things. Well, all that being said, first I should definitely think about speaking with Reiko or Katsumi to try. And she briefly glances at herself, thinking, though I'd definitely be surprised if I had some ancient blood in me.
He'll just kind of smile and he'll say, there is something special about your class. I would not be surprised, if I'm to be honest.
And thinking about this, and if that were true, then that would also mean Naomi and my mother also had it.
Yes, that would be the implication. If not your mother, then maybe through your father's side. That's what you get for being PCs, motherfuckers. That stuff becomes in-game as well as out of game.
Yes, we know.
Finally, pay
Well,
off.
aside from that, how are you doing, Gideon? She'll ask if Gideon is personally.
Alright, he'll just say that he's been doing Let me roll a bunch of shit. Give me a moment. How long has it been? Okay.
Sense?
I technically have not done any rolls, so I'll just do it. Wow. Holy shit, he wrote. Okay. Let me look at his page. Give me a moment. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Boo, boo, boo. 1 to 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, time to update that table.
I have to ask, how many tables are behind the GM screen?
Too many.
Yeah, I wanted
Number.
to say that.
There's 36.
Aw.
And then some extras that aren't put down.
There we go. I update that. And okay. He'll say that he'll just kind of say that things have been going well, quite as expected, except for one moment. But I don't think it's manifested quite yet.
Except for what did you say after that?
One moment.
Ah,
Well, there is a particular quirk that comes with my persona that, well, it's basically a spontaneous mutation. But like I said, I haven't seen what the direct defaults have been so far. But that would take quite some searching to do. Everything else, well, I felt it at least. But it's something I've come to at least make my peace with.
Kara, for her part, has a look of sympathy on her face as she says that sounds kind of painful.
Well, objectively, yes. But considering what I've been able to see and experience, well, I don't quite regret what I've done. I wouldn't be in the position I am in now with what I know. So, like I said, there is a price to everything. And it's a price that I have quite readily accepted.
Kara nods, and, well, yes, having a meddler is definitely kicking in here, as she'll say that if these sudden quirks get too bad, she's not sure if she can help with her healing abilities, but she'd be willing to try for Gidio's sake. To try and lessen the pain if he needs it at any time.
Alright. So, I mean, you can meta-wise, you can explain what your abilities does, but in-game wise, you can't just say, well, I can re-roll dice if they roll badly. So,
right.
You know, if you tell him that, he might be able to tell you something.
Yes, Karu, since she's had these one-on-one sessions with Gidio, is trusting enough that she'll tell him about her ability, how she can, by creating cranes, affect a person's luck.
Alright, so Giddy will just kind of take a deep breath and he'll close his eyes and he'll be like, I cannot ask you to assist me then. That would be quite taxing of you. And like I've said, I've come to accept my fate. You should live the life the way that you wish to see it fulfilled. And I don't wish to take away any resources that prevent your happiness, Himura.
Kaharu, well, at first she looks like she wants to say something more, but then her mind flashes back to when she was stubbornly trying to help Kitsumi during the play. So she will nod and say, I understand.
Right, okay, you owe me an understanding, you know. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see. Any bonuses?
You get your modifier with Giddy up. Depending on what you roll, you might be able to add your diplomacy, but it depends on how things go.
Right.
Arms wide open. Welcome to well, so you ever. Alright, so Kaharu kind of gets the impression is that it's not that Gidyu doesn't want her help. It's just that the way he's saying it is like it would be very taxing on you personally if you were to try and ease the things that he's going through, and he doesn't want to put that stress on you, and that he doesn't want to pin his hopes on you. So he's declining mostly for that reason, not because he disagrees with your ability and what it does.
All right.
And if you want to change his mind, you can use that same roll and add your diplomacy to it.
Kaharu, for her part, now that she realizes it's not a case of his pride and he wants to endure it on his own. Yeah, she'd attempt to convince him. So with her diplomacy, if I'm using the same roll, that'd be an up to
a 9.
Yes,
I don't know what your it's +2, I believe. All right. So I guess you can continue the conversation for him. He said, "Nah, you don't have to."
Right. Kaharu thinks for a moment and says, well, at the very least, let's table it until I have a better understanding of myself, and if I really do have a special bloodline, we could be helping each other. I could help you with dealing with this, and it would give me practice for hopefully being strong enough to help the others someday too.
He'll just kind of take a deep breath and he'll be like, if you believe that you can stomach quite a thing, then who am I to refuse you? He'll just kind of say that the way that you describe the powers that not quite your persona but your patron, it very much has the same kind of tune that my persona Onibi has. He has the ability to generate energy based off of luck, and as there is good luck, there's also bad luck. And he'll be like, I want you to know what you're getting into, so if you don't mind, I'm not trying to insinuate anything. Do you mind? He'll just get up and he'll start taking off the brace.
All right. Kaharu says, I don't mind.
Alright, so he'll take off his like brace and he'll start to unbutton his shirt.
He's- God.
He's very direct. I mean, it's not like he has breasts. I mean, he's like, and you just kind of see I mean, the obvious is that he's not muscly, but he's very bulky. But basically, like from you kind of see like an extent, like from his hands, it extenuates all the way up his arms and across his chest, and they kind of look like, well, if Kahari paid attention, they kind of look like belay lines. But if she doesn't, they kind of look like really creepy looking veins.
Well, considering Kaharu did do all that research on ley lines with Raph. So,
And he'll say each line is connected in part to mythology, and that's how he works. And well, to put it bluntly, some of these, and he'll just kind of wave a hand, are cursed because, well, I wasn't quite lucky.
all right then.
If you have the ability to reverse fortunes, well, I can tell when Onibi is going to generate energy, so you can't really do much for stuff that's already been inflicted upon me. But if you truly wish to help, I could let you know when I feel like he's going to roll the dice, as they would say.
Kaharu, for her part.
Yeah, Onibi's a fucking asshole. He brought him 6 fucking curses lately. And 1 miracle. Good job, Onibi.
Yeah, that helps.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that miracle's gonna be, but I rolled a nat 100.
Well, Kaharu definitely has her work cut out for her.
Yes, and he'll be like, this could be in the middle of the night or during an examination. That's why I didn't want you to agree to something without you knowing well, if not the full circumstances, then at least the pertaining information.
All right then. What? And honestly, Rio has a point with the whole. Kaharu would be conflicted between having a meddler and he's right, you're wrong.
Also,
You
like,
can ignore the chat.
when he took off his brace, by the way, it kind of seemed like he was kind of stifling a magical aura, and it's kind of like permeating the room. It kind of reminds you of like a really strong perfume. It's like almost unbearable. But you're able to not feel weak in the knees or anything. But it's a very much a noticeable change.
All right. And Kaharu will close her eyes briefly in thought before once again looking at Giryu. I'll do my best to help. And she's very serious about this.
Alright. So as when you say that, Onibi will pop out and he's gonna fucking roll the dice. Alright, that's not bad.